What is packing with you, YouTube? We are back again, week 2, with the MTC moving the chains with BMac and KHTV. And on this channel, we like to talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. So before we get started, man, how's your week been, man? How you been?
Um, yeah, man, it's been good. Um, football's finally here. Last week was very interesting. Week one, very interesting, very crazy week one, if you want to get real. So now we on to week two. Hoping our Packers here get a second, get another win and go to 2-0. Um, against the Falcons this weekend. And yeah.
Um, that's what's up, man. It's been a rough week, man. I got whew, few more weeks to grind this out before I go on vacation. But shout out to the Braves once again, 6 time consecutive NL East champions. That's why we in this gear today because I got to represent. It was a struggle trying to put on some Packer shit, but we got some new Packer shit on standby that we're gonna hit y'all with. Um, yeah, man, ready. Got my already got my tickets to see the USC face off against Arizona State. And then that Sunday, I will be in attendance to watch the Packers face off against the Raiders
Mhm.
in Las Vegas. So it should be a good time. But yeah, man, everything's been good over here with me, man. So let's get into this shit, man. Of course, the biggest news out there right now, just touching on around the league,
Mhm.
uh, small portion topic. Uh, Aaron Rodgers said he's gonna come back and play, and I wasn't surprised by him deciding to come back and play. I mean, you think about Philip Rivers when he played on the torn ACL in the game. You know what I'm saying? So Aaron is not going to be one of those type of skill players that needs to be mobile like a receiver or running back, an offensive lineman, a defensive lineman, a linebacker, a secondary, a kickoff return. Like he's going to be just standing in the pocket, drop back, get rid of the ball as quick as possible. So yeah, I could see him coming back, especially only playing 11 minutes in a football game or what 4 plays in a football game.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I mean, hey man, shout out to him. I hope his rehab is successful, and he comes back better than ever next year. Next year, man, and try to get the Jets to the playoffs because with Zach Wilson, it's starting to look like they're not going to get a chance to make it to the playoffs. So, I mean, you let me know what your take on it, man.
Yeah, man. It was devastating. I really want to see what he can do in a Jets uniform. And I really had high expectations for the Jets this year personally. With him, I had them win the division. I didn't have them going to the Super Bowl, but I did have them making a deep playoff run, probably to the AFC Championship. And
Mm,
yeah, man, I was looking forward to seeing him what he can do in that Jets uniform. And yeah, what happened was very sad and I mean, especially for him, put us in his head. You know what I mean? Like
right.
he worked so hard in the off season, and him doing things there that he didn't do in Green Bay at his end of his run, and for him to go out like 4 plays, like 4 snaps, and then he snapped his Achilles. That's rough, man. Like that's really rough. So I hope he comes back stronger than ever. A lot of people saying um that that it's hard to come back from a torn Achilles being 39 going on 40. So a lot of people said that might be tough to do, but
Right.
I don't know. Knowing him. Well, I don't know him, but watching him, I don't think he's not gonna want to call it quits like that. I think he wants to try to come back and give it another go. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers again, man, for going with the Mamba mentality. Tapping into that mindset of how Kobe Bryant approached his Achilles being ruptured. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Aaron for bringing that up in the Pat McAfee show, man. That was a real huge shout out just to let everybody remember that it's not the end. You know what I'm saying? You still have an opportunity to go out there and show that you could still be the best at what you love to do. So yeah,
And
man.
then like you said, he's a quarterback. You know what I mean? He's not no wide receiver. Like he's not gonna. And the big thing is that it's not his planting leg. You know,
Yeah, that's
it's
that.
not
Yeah,
planting leg.
exactly.
So he's not gonna put pressure on it. That you know what I mean, as people would now. If it's a planting leg, that'd be different.
Yeah, it'd
But
be different.
since it's
Too.
not, then I think he can come back in next year.
Right, right, right. You know what I'm saying? He'll be a little bit slower. He'll be a little bit slower trying to
Yeah.
run. But
Yeah, but like you said though, he also is he's a good pocket passer too. Like
yeah,
like he can step back and get the ball out quick. So I don't think he need to use his legs as much. But like you said, he's known for scrambling a little bit though.
yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, man. Much respect to Aaron Rodgers, man. I guess we gotta wait to see what you could do next year. I was gonna try to go to the Jets versus Raiders game to see Aaron face off against Devontae and Jimmy Garoppolo, but I get a chance to see Devontae face off against Jair, which I think is probably gonna be a way better matchup.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so with that being said, man, let's move on and talk about what the hell happened to the Vikings. Oof.
Want me going on my rant? I'm going like I told you. Every L, Vikings fans, y'all catching hell. Every
That's
L.
rough, man.
So I mean, look. First of all, Kirk Cousins, I'm not gonna give him like statistical wise. Kirk Cousins had a great game, 4 touchdowns, 364 yards.
Right.
But if you really watch the game, it was kind of like garbage time stats, because they weren't
Right.
that big, and the Eagles defense. I would be concerned about the Eagles defense, man. I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, I would be a little bit concerned about the Eagles as a whole. Um, Now I know it's 2 games, but last week against the Patriots, they were up big. Let the Patriots came back, made it a game, and then Thursday night they were up big against the Vikings. Let the Vikings came back, almost made that a game too. So I think the Eagles are a little bit vulnerable than people think.
I mean, they lost their offensive coordinator and they lost their defensive coordinator, so they got two new guys there that's trying to figure it out with the talent that they have. So that could be a huge reason why the Eagles are like everybody's trying to figure it out the first 4 weeks of football. Um, but the Vikings, I mean, they pretty much got the same team. A lot of people said that you know the Vikings look like they got better. I thought they regressed when in the offseason and in the draft. Uh, losing Dalvin Cook is really showing that they can't run the damn football. They can't run the damn football. I mean, shout out to JJ Addison. I think he's been a huge contributor to the offense, helping take some of the pressure off of Justin Jefferson. But man, the turnovers, man, 7 turnovers in 2 games, dude. That is just alarming. They can't protect the football. The fumbling. Uh, like you just look at this team, and it's now showing from last year how they had those close 1 point games. Now it's really starting to show that a lot of them games that they won last year they should have lost. You know what I mean? So uh, yeah, man. Hey, all we could do with the Vikings is just say thank you for being 0-2.
and enjoy being in the basement.
Yeah, for real. All right, man. Now this game and this team we talk about next, man, is starting to become a thorn in my ass with the media, and it is the 0-16 Lions at home facing off against the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Lions win this game. Um, they could win this game running the ball. They could win this game throwing the ball. They got a good offensive line. They got some key pieces in their secondary. They got a stud on the defensive line with Aiden Hutchinson. Mm. A lot of people picking this team to win a division. Um, a lot of it has to do with the coach. I think the coach is the biggest narrative on this team. I don't necessarily think it's any individual on the Lions team, but it's the coach, man. I mean, this
Oh,
the, the Lions' success lives and dies with this coach. It lives and dies with Dan Campbell. If Dan Campbell make mistakes in crazy situation in ball games, I think he could lose the team. But right now, everybody is pumped up off of them beating the Chiefs, and rightfully so. It's football just started, so you're gonna have a lot of people overreacting. But I mean, the Seahawks lost to the Rams, man. The Rams put 30 on them, and the Rams had damn near nothing but really rookies.
yeah. You mute it. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
I don't know. Oh, what happened?
yeah, somebody called me, man. Um, Seattle, they look terrible against the Rams.
Hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. They look terrible against the Rams. Um, and the Rams got a young team. Shout out to Pua Nakua.
Mm.
Look him up, put him in your fantasy team as quick as possible because without Cooper Cup, that's all Matt Stafford got to throw the ball to us. Tyler Higbee and Pua Nakua. So there go a gem for you guys that's playing fantasy football. Um, I think the Seahawks lose on the road. I mean, I think it'll be a high scoring game, but
Hmm.
I think the Lions are going to beat the Seahawks, man. It's toughest for me to say that. I think the Lions are going to beat the Seahawks. What you think, man?
Um. Yeah, I'm with you. I think this is where that the Lions go 2-0. I hate to say it because I think the Lions are false gold to me. Um, I yeah, I mean the Seahawks. I mean you don't know. I mean the Seahawks can pull it out, but I don't. I just think the Lions out at home. They have the momentum. They beat the
Hmm.
Chiefs, which I think the Chiefs beat themselves.
Yeah.
You wanna not having Kelsey dropping pass.
No Eric Bieniemy. You got Matt Nagy over there calling plays.
But like I said, that was the Lions Super Bowl last week. So because they beat the defending. So, but like you said, I do think it's going to be a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I do think that the Detroit is going to win.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be a close game because Detroit can get sloppy at times on defense and offense. That to the point where they could put the other team in a good position to score. So yeah, man, I'm with you on that.
But the
Lions.
it's about to you know what Jared Goff is going like. You know what kind of Jared Goff is going to show up.
Yeah, yeah, that too. But I think he'll be okay at home. I think
Yeah.
he'll be okay at home. All right, man. Let's get into this next game in the division because that's where we're gonna keep it every week. We're gonna keep it in the division. We're gonna try to talk about every team in the division that when we do our preview shows. Um, so we got the Bears facing off against the Buccaneers, and if I was a betting man, this is a game that I would stay away from. Um, I mean, Baker Mayfield figured out the Vikings in the second half and pretty much destroyed them, um, making some big plays down the field. And I'm pretty sure he could probably do it against the Bears, but everybody is leaning on the Bears to win this game. A lot of people think uh, Justin Fields is going to have a bounce back game. I don't see how, especially with what we witnessed the Buccaneers defense do to the Vikings week 1. I mean, this Buccaneers defense is back to 100%. Vita Vea, you got both of the stud linebackers back. You got that hard hitting secondary back, Winfield and them boys back there. Uh, if you was to look at this game, you would think the Buccaneers will blow out the Bears, and I'm thinking it might be like that in Tampa Bay. I don't see it's gonna have to be some weird anomaly for to happen in the game for the Buccaneers to lose to the Bears. I mean, Justin Fields gonna probably have to rush for 250 yards and have 3 rushing touchdowns to win this game, man. Um, I don't know what the Bears are gonna do offensively to win this game. I think they target DJ Moore a little bit more than they did in the first game against the Packers. But I got the Buccaneers beating the shit out of the Bears, man.
Uh, yeah, I'm with you. I got Tampa Bay winning this game, and I got it in a blowout.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
Bears like, come on, like they still the Bears. A lot of people was hyping up the Bears this off season. Justin Fields, that's going to be a MVP season for Justin Fields, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Justin like the only thing Justin Fields can do is just run.
Right. And one of the most craziest things uh about the Bears is that it seems like that team is in panic desperation mode after week 1. They have been dropping and picking up players and re-signing guys that they let go and undrafted guys they bring into the practice squad. I'm like, what is going on, man? It's a madhouse over there. I mean, the Chicago Bears fans,
Bears get a because the Bears might get that number one pick.
yeah,
So
again,
I won't be shocked if they draft another quarterback and get rid of Justin Fields.
man, they 0-11 in their last they ain't won a game in their last 11 games. And this is back from last year. So,
They haven't beaten us since 2018.
yeah, that was McCarthy's last year and at the time Joe Philbin was coaching a game that we lost against the Bears.
Yeah, yeah, man. So
So, yeah, man. So, I mean,
yeah,
good luck, Bears. I mean, good luck to y'all. I think the Buccaneers gonna destroy y'all. I'd be shocked if y'all somehow win that game, man.
trying to
I
tell people this division is ass, man. This
I've
division.
been saying it for years, man. I've been saying it for years on here on YouTube that this division stinks. You said what?
I said that's why I think that we gonna win it because it's ass, man. It's not good, and it's sad too because I feel like the reason we've been coming up short in the playoffs because we don't have no great competition in this division. Just like you said.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Let's get into the topic at hand, man. Packers versus the Falcons in Atlanta. Um, Old stumping grounds for Matt LaFleur, where he spent a small stint of his coaching upbringing. He's back in a familiar building. And as of course, us Packer fans, we are back in a familiar building where we haven't won in a long time. I think the last time we won in Atlanta, I don't want to say was the Super Bowl run. It had to been
I think when we went 15-1, I think we went back and we beat them again.
damn. So that was probably the last time we won in Atlanta.
But that was the Georgia Dome, though. Though, but
Oh, oh, yeah, that's right. They got this new facility. Well, since they moved into their new stadium, I don't think we won there yet. I don't think we have a win there yet. So that's very alarming. So we have injuries going into this game. Some key injuries. I don't think Aaron Jones is gonna play, man. I really don't think he's gonna play.
that's,
Um,
that's gonna hurt.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, people keep calling me. I don't think Aaron Jones is gonna play. I'm pretty sure Christian Watson is going to be out. Um, mm, I'm happy our old line is together. I'm happy our old line is healthy. That is uh, the big thing in this game. Us going into this game is that the old line is healthy. I think we'll see Emmanuel Wilson have his debut at getting a chance to run the ball. Uh, this game. I don't know how many touches that takes away or carries that takes away from AJ Dillon, who really didn't have a great game in the first game, and everybody was expecting him to have a great game, but he had the most carries in the first game of the season. And of course, like I said, I think Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay Packers are trying to manage Aaron Jones throughout the course of a game. Um, I think we let Jaden Reed run the ball a little bit and to fill in for the absence of Aaron Jones. We might see Torrey, he probably get it carried. There might be some, wide receiver reverse sweeps and shit like that in the game just to compensate for running the ball. Um, and then we got Quay Walker, who's, I think he will play, but coming off a concussion, I don't even think he's cleared concussion protocol yet, to be truthfully honest. Unless I haven't seen anything in on Twitter yet that said he's cleared. Uh, yeah, I don't think Aaron Jones is not gonna play, man. He not gonna play, and that concerns me a lot with this game. But on the other side of the ball, which is you know takes a little pressure off of Jordan Love, the Falcons linebacker Troy Anderson is going to be out, and he pretty much destroyed Uh, he destroyed the Carolina Panthers in the first half. And cornerback Jeff Okuda is questionable, which should ease a little bit more pressure off of Jordan Love if he wants to get the ball to Romeo Dubs, who's still, of course, a little banged up. Um, we have to stop their running backs, man. That is one of the biggest things that we have to do in this game because Tyler Algier and B. John Robinson are two very dynamic running backs on this team. They can catch the ball. I mean, Bijan has 6 receptions, man, and he scored a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He had, I think, 10 carries, and Tyler Algier had, I think, 17 carries. So they run it. They use their running backs a lot. Um, we also got to be careful about Kyle Pitts. He can line out as a wideout and a tight end and go make plays. He caught like I think 30 something yard bomb down the field in the game from Desmond Ritter. Um, so they do got some playmakers. Drake London, he didn't really do anything in the first game. I think he had one target, but he had no receptions, no yards. So I think we'll be able to lock him down. I don't think we should have a problem with him. But the linebacker, the tight end position, Kyle Pitts, kind of worries me a little bit, knowing Quay having that concussion. Um, who knows if that's going to slow him down mentally? You know, his reaction time might be a little off. Um, man, I could go all day on this game, man. Uh, they got a real big offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
They can push the defensive line around when they bring in that jumbo package, man. They, you know, the Green Bay Packers gonna have to get off the ball on the defensive line real quick, real fast. They're gonna have to use a lot of their speed. I mean, if we could attack the right side of the offensive line, number 76, I forget his name, but he was terrible as pass block as pass blocking. His run blocking is decent, but his pass blocking is terrible. I think we could win every time on that side of the ball, on that side of the line. You know, just loading up with uh, Rashawn Gary, throwing Preston Smith over there. Who knows how many snaps he gonna play this game? Because last game, Matt LaFleur said he played 12, but he was scheduled to play 7. So, so I don't know what the hell that means. If they trying to give Luke Van Ness the Hawkeye Hercules,
Yeah.
if they gonna give him or Kobe might get some love rushing the passer. JJ, you know what I'm saying? And the young linebacking core that we got. You know, I would love to see Devontae Wyatt eat up the middle of that offensive line because we're gonna need somebody that's gonna have to do the dirty work. And I think he gonna be the guy that's gonna have to mix it up in the middle of the offensive line just to soften it up a little bit because I think we could beat them in the flats. We could beat them on the edges. We got quick DBs that could eat that up all day. Rasul, uh, Darnell Savage gonna probably have a huge day tackling coming down. You know when they want to throw them screen plays and hitches and shit like that and bubble screens and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that the Packers gonna can contain them. The weakest link on this offense is the quarterback. We should destroy this man.
Yeah.
Desmond Ritter is horrible. But the Falcons called Arthur Smith, whoever you got as your offensive coordinator, he calls plays to cover up Desmond Ritter's mistakes. And he makes a lot of mistakes. And the play calling that he called in that Panthers game covered Desmond Ritter's ass. He didn't let him do that much play action. He didn't let him play shotgun. He had him up under the center the whole damn game. This is what you're going to do. You're going to be up under the center. And if we could get a chance to pull a play action play, he made a couple of plays. Like I said, the bomb to Kyle Pitts. Now, with the Packers, offensive line um, is going to have to, play strong because their defensive line is pretty good. You know, they got Calais Campbell over there and
Yep.
Bud Dupree. And one of the scariest, I ain't gonna say scary. I'm gonna say one of the biggest concerns on their defense to me is Jesse Bates.
Mm.
The way he knows how to bait a quarterback into making a bad decision. Because Bryce Young threw 2 interceptions to this guy over the middle of the field. And if Matt LaFleur don't try to scheme up some type of shit where uh Jesse Bates is going to have to make a decision to either come down and try to stop the tight end
Yeah.
or get beat deep by Jerron Reed or Samari Torre or you know one of our Datavion Wicks, you know what I'm saying? One of those guys beat him over the top because I think Matt LaFleur is really going to try to push the emphasis on getting Luke Musgrave the damn ball.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's gonna try to do. I think he's gonna try to get Luke Musgrave the damn ball and Jesse Bates. Made a huge play against Hayden Hurst, who's the tight end for the Panthers. He caught him slipping. He moved over. He slid over at the last minute and picked the ball off. So,
Mm-hmm.
man, I don't want to say this, but I could see Jordan Love throwing an interception in this game because they safety is real good, man. Jesse Bates is a real good safety, man. He had 2 picks. He was the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, first
Mm-hmm.
week of the season. He a smart guy, man. Very, very smart player. Um, I think what Matt LaFleur needs to do, knowing that you're not gonna have Aaron Jones, man, Aaron Jones is such a big part of this offense, man.
Yeah.
Such a big part of this damn offense.
It showed because when he was out from them few plays, we couldn't move the football. You know what I mean? And then when Matt LaFleur finally woke up and used him, then he got it. Then the offense got it going.
Man, if I'm Matt LaFleur, I'm running the ball behind your best blockers. You know what I'm saying? Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins. Who knows how many snaps Bakhtiari play?
Yeah,
So I could see Matt LaFleur. But see, the best throws that Bryce Young made to compete with the Falcons secondary, he made them over the middle of the field.
yeah,
It's just that Jesse Bates just, oh, I know what, he recognized what they was doing, and I hope, that's the thing. Opening up the playbook for Jordan Love is this game. I think Matt LaFleur gonna have to do it. I think he's gonna have to open up the playbook a little bit more, knowing that you're not gonna have Aaron Jones, but Emmanuel Wilson, he
yeah.
get a chance to show what he can do. Um, like I said, if Emmanuel Wilson could hit the holes running
Hmm.
like he did in the preseason
Yeah,
and turn this game into a run game where we could just rely on the run this game,
yeah,
I think we'll be okay, man. I think we'll be okay because I think using a run game, especially Emmanuel Wilson, just gas him if you can. You know what I mean?
hmm,
Um, and then mix it up with your young receiving core because the Falcons, man, they more of a yards after catch type of offense. They
hmm.
like to get the ball to their running backs and then make plays down the field. And plus, Tyler Algier, he's a real bouncy dude. Like he'll bounce off you. But if Matt LaFleur can get this run game being impactful,
Hmm.
set up the play action pass for Jordan Love, and I think Jordan Love is gonna have to use his legs this game. I really do. I think he's gonna have to use his legs this game. I could see Matt LaFleur fooling this Atlanta defense with like a bootleg in a red zone for Jordan Love to run a touchdown. So, um, yeah, man. I mean, what's your thoughts on it? I mean, I
Yeah,
could go all day. I've been watching so much film on this game, man. It's about this game. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But like I said, with Troy Anderson being out, I think that takes pressure off of Jordan Love a lot. But
yeah.
Calais Campbell and Bud Dupree still out there. Those dudes can make plays. So I mean, you let me know what you think, man. What's your thoughts on it?
Um, yeah, man. This game, a lot of Packer fans think this game is gonna be easy. I've seen a lot of Packers Twitter that they think that this game's gonna be a cakewalk, and I think this game's gonna be a tough game than people think it's going to be.
Right.
Um, I think the Falcons last week, they ain't no pushover. I think this game, I I almost picked us to lose this game for some reason, but like you said, man, not having Aaron Jones, it's gonna be a big hit in my opinion in this game. And then if Christian Watson can't go, that's gonna be another big hit.
Yep.
And I think this offense, I think Matt LaFleur is gonna have to really be smart in how he schemes up this offense. I think Jordan Love's gonna have to play smart in this game and not play reckless. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Um, I think that now on defense, I think we can handle the Falcons' offense on defense, and I think we can handle the quarterback if
yeah.
the quarterback, because like you said, uh, scheme wise, you know, I I think the head coach is gonna protect their quarterback scheme wise, but if the quarterback can't play on script, then I think that's when our defense can take advantage of him. Um, I think this game's gonna come down to, you know, who can. It's gonna come down to execution and who can execute a battle. Um, like I said, man, we don't play well in Atlanta. We
There
do
we
not.
go.
We don't play well, and I think I think it's indoors. It's on turf. I think that the I think the crowd. I think the Falcons. I feel like it's gonna be loud in that stadium with a bunch of Falcons fans. And
I
again,
mean,
last
you never know. It might be more Packer fans there than it is Falcon fans because the Packer
true.
fans do travel well.
That's true. That's true. But again, Love played well under pressure last week. But again, man, it's the Chicago Bears. You know what I mean? I think that it's easy to whoop on the Bears, in my opinion.
Yeah,
But I just think that yeah, I just think this game is gonna, I don't know. Hot take. I think we might be. I think this game might go into overtime.
yeah. Oh yeah, man. I mean, they got the point total at 40. It
Yeah,
dropped, and that
yeah,
was it dropped due to the fact that Aaron Jones is not going to be playing.
yeah.
Um,
This game could be a nail biter and could go to overtime,
yeah, man.
in my
It
opinion.
could be a
So
good fight.
I just don't think this game is gonna be easy like most Packer fans think.
Yeah,
And I think we
gonna
can't
be
sleep on the Falcons. We definitely cannot sleep on this team and take this game lightly. So um, I think we will win, but I think it's gonna come down to the last second.
I got us winning too, man. I got us winning. Uh,
Almost picked us to lose, but
I got us winning because I think we won't make the most mistakes. And I say that because Desmond Ritter, I think he's a mistake waiting to happen.
yeah,
I think this Packers pass rush is gonna get to him. I think they're
yeah,
gonna get to him, and we're gonna have to turn some of them turnovers into touchdowns just to take the ease off of Jordan Love. They have to where he could just manage the game. He ain't really got to do much.
no.
Uh, yeah, I think that's their weakest link is their quarterback, and if we could
But
get
I do
to him.
think AJ Dillon's gonna have to really
Oh yeah,
step it
yeah,
up in
yeah.
this.
Yeah, I expect AJ Dillon to have a bounce back game. I think he's gonna want to play better than he played last week.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, man, yeah. So I got the Packers winning a nail biter, and this might come down to Jordan Love making a huge play over the middle of the field to put us in field goal position, and
Hmm.
Anders Carlson could just knock it up through the uprights, man, and we could, you know, finally get to week 3 and where we have a home game, a home opener against the Saints,
Yeah.
and then week 4. I can smell week 4 right now. Week 4.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gridiron Blitz. Shout out to the homie Gridiron Blitz. Um, Sorry guys that this couldn't be recorded live, and that's due to me because I am pressed for time this weekend. So I made it a effort that we could really, you know, get this preview out the way. So with that being said, man, uh, We got the Falcons losing. We got the Packers
Yep.
starting the season off 2-0. Any last thing you want to say, man, before we shut this down?
Um. Yeah, man. I'm gonna give you my quick score prediction for this game. I got the Packers in overtime, winning by 3 points, 27-24.
Ooh, hey, I like it.
And
I like it.
go Pack, go.
That's right, man. I ain't got my Packer shit on, but oh, here we go. Aaron Rodgers, MVP. Go Pack, go. All that good stuff, man. And yeah, man, we'll be back after the game on Sunday to recap, and that's when we will be live. We will be live either Sunday night or Monday. We will be live
Yeah.
with the recap of the game. So be looking, be looking for that. You know what I'm saying? And we out, man. MTC, we out, man.
All right.